All right, this is another CLNS Media Patriots Roundtable. I'm your host, Nick Qualia, sitting here with Mike Molyneux and Marv Zahn. All right, so from what we saw from the Patriots against the Steelers, 33-3, big win. The Patriots looked damn dominant. And I feel like throughout the offseason, there wasn't really that much question about the talent on the roster. A lot of people were giving Bill crap when he was on a beach during the first day of free agency, and the roster seemed to shape itself out pretty damn well. So after watching that beatdown, after watching that win, guys, do you think that this Patriots team has the potential to be one of the greatest of all time? It's a stretch of a question, but when you look at this team on paper and look at how they came together against the Steelers, who are not a walkover team, do you guys think that these guys have the potential to be the greatest Patriots team of all time? And just, you know what? I'll just throw it off to you guys right now because I already have part of my answer ready to go. So, Marv, we'll throw it off to you.
People are going to be pissed about this question. The fact that the fact that
Overreaction.
oh
Woo!
yeah, super overreaction. But just imagine you don't like the Patriots, and we're here 20 years later talking about, oh, this team could be the best team of all time. It's quite sickening. And if you look at the roster, Nick, this has the highest ceiling. This roster on paper has the highest ceiling of being the best Patriots team. Defensively, we already went into the season loving the team. You have Stephon Gilmore on that side. He's looking like the best corner. You have J.C. Jackson, McCourty, and Jawan Williams right behind him in the defensive back. Linebackers, they looked great last night against on Sunday night
That was
against the
making
Pittsburgh
noise.
Steelers, with Collins coming back. You have a Landon Roberts who's a captain who didn't even have a snap. Your captain's not even playing yet in your defense. Is amazing. The line looked good. And offensively, we already spoke about it, man. We know about the receivers. The running backs barely got to show themselves on Sunday night other than Rex Burkhead, and we know they're going to have big games going forward. Yes,
Sony,
this,
Sony killed me. My God.
what did I tell you? Nick doesn't want to listen to me. I
Oh,
told you
he
about that
kills me.
Sony. I told you.
Could he not just run could he not just run into the backs of the linemen anymore? Uh,
he'll
I mean,
bounce.
come
He'll
on.
bounce back. Hey, I have a strong feeling against the Miami Dolphins. He'll have a better performance than 15 carries and
Yeah.
14 yards. So, but yes, offensively, this team is great. Defensively, we know what it is. And if Gostkowski can make some extra points in big games, oh my goodness. Can you look at this team, you're like, how are you going to be able to stop them? You look at 2007, we already knew the juggernaut offensively. And we never even think about defensively what they were. They're old, beat down, but it didn't even matter because the Patriots offensively was scoring so many points. We're talking about this team where defensively and offensively, they can be the top in the NFL. So it's ridiculous right now what this team potentially can be.
All right, Mike, before we toss over to you guys, the Patriots Roundtable is powered by betonline.ag. Head over to betonline.ag and use promo code CLNS50 to receive your welcome bonus. All right, Mike, what do you think? Does this roster have the potential to be the greatest Patriots team of all time on paper?
That word potential is huge because when you talk about potential, I'm going to say this Patriots team has the potential to possibly go undefeated. That's how good I believe that this
Damn.
team is. People,
I try stopping him from saying that.
people,
You got any wood
people don't
around you?
want to hear it. People don't want to hear it. And I'm not going to lie. Me personally, especially after watching 2007, an undefeated season is something I don't necessarily care about. I'm not hoping and praying, oh, please let this team go undefeated. Would it be great? Nice? Sure. I personally don't care. But I think we all can sit here in agreement and say this team is pretty damn good. Offensively, defensively, special teams led by Matthew Slater. This team is nice. This team is nice all around. And I feel as if they have the potential. Like you said earlier, Nick, they beat up a pretty decent Pittsburgh Steelers team. They didn't just crush some bum team in the season opener. They beat the Pittsburgh Steelers. I have a feeling, that's going to be one of many beatdowns we're going to see throughout the season because of just how talented this team is. And not only will we see beatdowns in terms of Patriots possibly putting up 30 plus points, but the defense can hold teams to under 10 points as well. Like, it's all possible. I'm not talking and blowing this smoke out of my behind. This can actually go down. So we talk about potential again. a potentially undefeated season is not something that to me is out the picture. Do I want it? Do I believe it? It just remains to be seen. But they have the potential to be that damn good.
Yeah, I mean, look, on paper, after what we saw, how could you not be excited about this team? And how could you not think that there's that potential to be the greatest Patriots team of all time? And I mean, Marv, yeah, you said it. People are going to be pissed about this question because it's one game. They look damn good, but it's not even really about the game. We saw them in action though, in everything came together that we thought could come together. The defense, I want to talk about the defense specifically this for a minute. Tom Brady over the offseason, I believe it was him, he was getting upset that the receivers weren't getting open. And then when they would go play other teams, the receivers weren't getting open. So now then there was that idea that maybe it's not our receivers aren't getting open themselves. Maybe it's that our defense is not good. It might not have been Tom Brady who said that. I'm not sure who said that, but it was said. I can guarantee that. And the defense, too, you've had people be like, it's not exactly the 2004 defense. Just to even be put in that conversation with the 2004 Patriots defense is worth it. Is worth having this be talked about as one of the greatest defenses that this team has had in the entire franchise's history. And then just breaking down the entire Patriots roster, just taking a look at it. The offensive line, solid, strong. Having David Andrews would be nice, but Ted Karras, although he could get the hikes down a little bit more, he could get the ball to Brady more towards his chest instead of having him reach over his head. Offensive line looks strong. Your running back core is deep. Your receiving core is deep. You've got Tom Brady throwing the ball. Defensively, you got the best cornerback in the league. Your defensive backs all around look very solid. Your pass rush looks strong. I mean, this team, yeah, it's got the potential to be one of the greatest Patriots teams, if not the greatest Patriots team of all time. But we'll also see as the weeks go on, they've got a pretty easy schedule. I want to see more tests before I can actually declare that, yeah, this team could possibly be at that level. So, when are you guys going to say something?
Oh, I was going to just talk about you mentioned the defense of 2004. We also have to remember how football has changed from then. You know, the offense
Yeah.
is a lot different right now, and this team is built for it. This team is built for, you know, the high air offenses. You saw what they did against Pittsburgh Steelers. Big Ben, who loves to sling the ball, and obviously AB is not there, but they shut down all those receivers. So
They
just
held
remember,
big fat Big Ben to 0 touchdowns.
sure did.